So my name's Aaron Hazelhurst from BBC World News, based in London. So about Sri Lanka, what should we say? Do you know, it's funny, my wife and I fortunately get to travel a lot around the world. In the last 2 or 3 years, we've heard a lot of people all around the world talk about Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka. So this year we thought we must come, and boy, it's impressed. It hasn't let us down one single bit. For what is a relatively small island, you have everything. You have everything. Okay, you don't have snow, but you've got everything. Everything from the safaris to the wildlife to the mountains to the tea plantations, and of course to, well, what I'm looking at, to some of the most beautiful coastline in the world. And I personally think, even given my job and covering travel and tourism, that the potential for Sri Lanka is just absolutely phenomenal. I can only see it just growing tenfold. I was just researching small beautiful boutique properties, and came across Kumu on its website. So we booked, and again, it hasn't failed us. It is a gorgeous boutique hotel, a stunning location, and in particular what we love is the architecture. It's simple, but it's luxurious. I think Marco Polo, the famous explorer, once said, "This is the most beautiful little island he has ever laid his eyes on," and he's not wrong. But over the years, for example, you only have to go to Gaul and Gaul Fort, for example. You can see the influences of the different cultures that have been here, passed through, from the Portuguese building the fort to the Dutch then overtaking, and then of course finally the English. And you can see all those elements in terms of the architecture.
very much a local brand. Our main architect is Philip Veeratna. We based the design based on more a Mediterranean theme. So it's essentially not Sri Lankan architecture, but it has a very Mediterranean look and feel to it. Kumu was conceptualized using local artists, and one of the key features that you will see all around the property is the art created by our very own personal talent from Sri Lanka.
Hi, I'm Sonali Dharmavardhana. I'm the artist behind the Kumu brand's interior soft furnishing. They invited me and said, look, now things are coming along and you're an artist. It would be lovely if you could help us to put this together and complete what would be Kumu. So I just went back to what inspired me in the place at the beginning. And what is immediately impactful here is the incredible blue waters. And I thought the best thing I can do is to soak in that and bring that as an inspiration into what I was going to do. So I worked with blue as the main theme color. You would see as a color pop, there is a little bit of a fuchsia which comes from the hibiscus, and the green tones, which is because of the foliage around. The design ethos or the motif I have used is to show the unpredictableness of nature, that you would have rigidity and fluidity, and that both these things can coexist so beautifully. So you'll see floral motifs, you'll see geometrical motifs in harmony. Name Kumu, how it came about was they were looking for a name. They were thinking what would be good for this place. And the first thing that came to my mind
really hit the nail on the head with the simplistic design, yet of course very luxurious. The suite that we're in is big. It's understated.
So I'm Sonali Dharmavardhana, enjoying with you watching the space at Kumu, Balapitiya, Sri Lanka. Batik is a heritage art and it belongs to the region, not just to Sri Lanka. But what Sri Lankans do with batik is very endemic to Sri Lanka, the way it is done, the process. So I thought I'd use all this artistic inspiration that came to me in the medium of batik. And you can play with it beautifully, the wax and the dyes, and bring in a lovely individual flavor to each piece because of the nature of the process. So we used batik, which also is very prevalent in this region, in the area of the country. If you go down south to little boutiques and places, you will find a lot of batik artistry. So it was nice to bring it in to Kumu and create beautiful furnishings that were completely Sri Lankan. What we also tried to do is, because the people who own the place were so in love with the whole village, we thought it'll be interesting to let them feed off whatever was developed with Kumu. So you will see things at Kumu that actually we've used the artisans from the village to work with, and little details that make it truly different to another experience of a boutique hotel. Having said that, you would also find it very interesting that every room is personalized in one way or the other. Whether it is artwork, whether it is the detailing of what might have been left for you as an experience as a traveler. I think it's nothing like enjoying a time here to understand how much has been thought of your experience of Kumu. From an artistic perspective, to a natural perspective, to anything, I think Kumu is truly a beautiful experience of what Sri Lanka can be for you.